All right, everybody. We here with Detroit Key Club. This is our first podcast. This is a new venture for us for 2023. We are so excited. Of course, you know that I got my lovely ladies, my co-host and partners, Erica and Tasha.
Hey,
Dr. P, what's happening?
not much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, Erica. What's going on with you?
Nothing much.
We got a special guest today. We got Terrence here, who is my pastor, somebody I truly love. He's going to bring in a good inspirational message for 2023. And Terrence, you know, I got that prophetic word 2023 for me. Although the bishop stole it from me, but you know that's okay. That's okay. I said I'm gonna give me a shirt that's gonna say 2023 for me. So we'll be bringing him in a little bit later in today's show. And then T also feel free to join in with us for the first couple of segments of the show. Let's just kick this off. What's going on in the D?
Going on in the D. Let's see. Well, you guys know I love going thrifting into the
Yes, we do.
flea markets on the weekend. So
Uh-huh.
that was my yesterday. I found like some $1 million flat irons for $20. Look at this hair.
And what Fred. Okay, so everybody, Tasha, her boo, Fred. We'll just leave it there.
Shout out to Fred.
Fred, right. He does much of the legwork when it comes to building and repairing the furniture. They did a lovely chest for me that I have in my front room. So I appreciate you guys for that so much.
Thank you. It's always someone's junk. We can turn it into somebody's treasure.
Mhm.
So we do reupholstering. He does custom bills. Also any type of home repair, anything that you need to. So I'm the apprentice and the bookkeeper.
Not the apprentice.
Yeah, I'm learning.
You learning?
I'm learning.
How much stuff you got
But
stacked
I'm the
up?
bookkeeper for sure.
I know
am
that's
the
right.
bookkeeper. But we've got a couple of projects, some more. We've got some more cedar chests. So if anybody needs one, I think I got about 2 or 3. And the main thing that I've been doing now that I really found that I like doing is reupholstering footstools.
Did you get those footstools out of the studio?
Yes, I did.
Okay, finally.
So
Because Erica,
I've
they
got
was only there for like 3 months.
right since our last pop-up event. So besides that, we're always looking for a good spot
Right.
to go and have breakfast. So since I've been off work the last 2 weeks, we've probably been out to breakfast every day. Want to give a good shout out to the Cracked Egg on Mac and Grosse Pointe.
I heard about
Excellent
that place.
food.
How was the food?
Excellent food.
Do they got chicken and waffles?
They've got everything.
If they don't have no
Anything you
chicken
think
and
of.
waffles and no shrimp and grits,
I don't know if they have shrimp and grits, but I do know that they have chicken and waffles.
everybody want to give a shout out to Misty over there in the corner. She is not on the video, but she makes the best shrimp and grits, fish and grits than anybody I know.
What day are we coming over for brunch? It can be for dinner. It doesn't matter.
She can really cook. Like really, she needs to get her own catering business. Like she can really cook. She can throw down. I want to get a shout out to Sonia McIntosh, who celebrated her birthday recently. Happy birthday, Sonia. That is one of our sisters with the Eastern Star.
Happy birthday, Sonia.
Sonia, we love you so
Happy
much.
birthday, sissy.
And also to my best friend, Missy. We did the soft grand opening at Missy D's out in Livonia last night, which went really well. We had so many people that came out. I'm so excited about that venture as well, Missy and Damon. So thank you guys that came out to support the event. We hope that you love it. And we need you to book. The hall is about 1,500 square feet, and we have tons of chairs and tables and stuff. So it is available. So if you need that, holla at your boy. Erica, you over there quiet? What's up?
Well, while I've been on break, I've kind of ventured out and done some things this week too. So today, I did go to Good Times on the Ave. So if you haven't been there, they do have an excellent Sunday brunch. Yes, they have shrimp and grits.
Okay. I'll be there.
Your chicken and waffles, and they have an excellent cocktail selection. So it's on Livernois near 7 Mile. I'm good and full. I had the salmon croquettes with scrambled eggs and jasmine rice, so I'm feeling great.
Did you put that cheese on them eggs?
You know I put that cheese
Okay, a
on.
little
Gotta
cheese
have
and a
some
little
cheddar
hot sauce
cheese on
always
it.
go a
And
long way.
I had a wonderful, wonderful adult beverage
Oh,
with my breakfast.
not the bottomless mimosa. Was it the bottomless mimosas?
Oh, absolutely not. It was the martini.
She got it.
Pomegranates. I went bougie today.
Oh wow.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bouginess.
Right.
And it's down the street from our favorite spot, The Office.
The Office.
All
Everybody
right.
who knows us, you know that is our spot. So shout out to Dame. He's the owner. The Office is a good vibe, a good positive feeling. They have live band
Yes, they do.
on Sundays. They have karaoke on Fridays. They have a good menu. My absolute favorite is the jerk mac and cheese.
I love that mac and cheese.
It is wonderful. So if you're looking for someplace to go, cheap drinks.
But you know what? They have some good drinks there. Sorry, Pastor T, but you know my favorite is that Long Island, that peach Long Island, and the lady, I believe that's his wife. She makes
T?
the best drinks ever, and I like that spot because it's so small and intimate. And Erica, we pretty much know everybody that's up in there.
Yes,
and
do.
it's like Cheers. Sometimes you want to go
Where
everybody knows your name.
huh?
So make sure you come down and support the
Tony.
Office. Okay. All right. What we got going on? Also, Mookie. Mook. That's our boo. Now we cannot forget about Mia.
Right.
No.
Our baby turned
My
12.
baby turned 12.
Yes.
You should have seen her in her little kitten heels. Like, girl, you walking better than auntie in the heels.
Hold on, why Erica sent me that picture? She had the long weave going down.
Oh yeah,
it was cute.
She was cute.
She
We
was
cut some of that off. No.
You said cut it down.
We cut
Gave
some
her
of that off. It was a little too much for me. I couldn't take it. It hurt my soul. It was
she's
too much.
growing up.
Yeah. Oh, another wonderful restaurant that I went to since I've been on break in the same area, Petty Cash.
Petty Cash.
Petty Cash is another new restaurant. It is also on Livernois near 8 Mile. And they also have a Sunday brunch. Mixed reviews. My waitress was awesome. The food was awesome. The only thing is, you know how you get your mouth ready for something?
Right.
And you ready to order and you order and then they come back and tell you, oh, we don't have that.
How you gonna not have something on the menu?
And it was brunch, so this was like
brunch.
11, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
They had just opened.
So they just opened.
And
What
then
time
you
brunch
order
start?
something else and then they say they don't have that either.
The truck didn't come in, sissy. That's all.
Oh, somebody took
the grocery store down the street. I'm gonna need you to go down to that store, Mike's Market, and get me some chicken.
They don't have a contract with Mike.
Tasha, somebody did wrong with the church money. So we might have to put them on the issue of the day though, because that's a little.
The food I had was good, but however, you know, they got to make sure that they have the popular dishes. They know black people want chicken. You gotta have your chicken.
Yep.
Right, and make sure you fry hard too, and put a little bit of that lemon pepper, that crack on there.
Absolutely,
that cracked chicken. I'm still stuck on that. So I was when you first started with it, I had it in my mind that I was going to go there, but since you said that, I probably won't.
Well, it's still it looks very nice. It has a really good vibe. My suggestion: get there early. They are very busy, very crowded. So if you want to make sure you want what you want, my suggestion would be to get there early. Don't go at the end of brunch, but go at the beginning.
You guys, we got a couple of events. Detroit Key Club are having a couple of events. We actually got an event on the 21st, which is the Black Party.
Black everything.
Black
y'all.
everything. It's the continuing celebration of Martin Luther King birthday. Only thing I'm scared about that, Erica, I think it's going to be packed in that spot. It's going to be busting wide open. So
that's
I'm
good.
Look
at all those DKC lovers out there.
That kind of make me nervous though. It's like, okay then, and yours truly will be DJing, DJ Tone, who is moi.
And you can find his DJing and duet skills with yours truly on Facebook.
Did you put it on there?
Of course.
Why?
We were live that day.
Oh my gosh, Tasha, take it down.
It sounded good.
It better don't have nothing on there that's gonna sound
amazing. Junior
like
choir at Second Baptist. I led the solos.
All of them are
You
just
ain't know?
one.
You ain't know.
First Sunday or third Sunday?
Oh no.
Girl, bye.
I'm sorry. The junior choir used to sing on second and fourth Sundays.
Okay, then. So that black party is going to be at the factory, and I believe that address is 601 East McNichols, and so it's between John R and 75.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shout out to the bros. They got their spot. What Dunlap at?
I know. We need to get him to call in here.
And-
Talk to us.
Right. And we have a Valentine's Day couples paint. And yes, singles, you are invited as well. And so
Mhm.
that is going to be on. Can you pull it up, Erica? Because I thought I had it in my notes and I forgot.
Okay. Yes, I can pull it up.
And
for
so
you.
we got Victor Green, who is an artist friend of mine who did the painting with the twist that we did back in the summer at the Ford Patio and Grill.
Mhm.
Amazing artist.
Yes, he is, and a great art teacher.
Yes, he is. And then he had commissioned a piece, or did a piece that I have in my living room. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for it, but it's probably one of the most expensive pieces of art that I've ever bought. But it was well worth it.
Oh, all right.
And shout out to my birthday to myself. Capricorns, where y'all at?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I got the notes here. So the
Tony's
real
birthday was December 28th.
it
Yes,
was.
and he had an amazing party.
Thanks
at
to
the Ford
you
Patio
guys.
Grill.
I got the best sisters in the world. So this was what happened. So they had everything set up, and they pretty much just hooked me up. So I really didn't have to do anything for a change.
I didn't
Right?
get an invitation.
You did.
When?
You did. I sent you a text.
Oh, I don't remember.
Misty,
Did he send me a
Misty,
text?
didn't I send him a
Oh my
text?
God.
Uh-huh. You know, he didn't prioritize my my birthday. But anyway, so we had it there. It was a lot of people there, a lot of family and friends. My mom and my sister came. I'm
Mhm.
mad at my brother because he didn't come, but it's okay.
It was okay. He was there last time when we needed him.
Yes, he was. And plus he said he was there in spirit, whatever that means.
You know what it means.
But you know what? Normally everybody, so you know how people have the money tags on their shirt?
Mhm.
I used to always think that was tacky.
It wasn't tacky
It
when
wasn't
you had all
tacky
that.
on
Okay.
the 28th.
Let me say that it was not that tacky that day. And so I decided that I was going to put the birthday pin on. So I got a good amount. I got enough for a bag or two, you know. So
See?
I was happy about that. No $1 bills was on my shirt.
Not at all.
Not at all. All right, so back to the event. So Detroit Key Club is having a Will You Be Mine couples paint. It is February the 11th, 2023, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. We are at our favorite spot, 21330 Coolidge Highway in Oak Park, Michigan, 48237. So the tickets for couples is $40, and those that are single and ready to mingle is $25, including the food, paint, and sip. So we typically have a lot of sip and dip at our events.
Mhm.
DKC love to sip.
Don't we?
Well,
We really do. And speaking of Oak Park, and you know what, and it's kind of shady a little bit because to tie our event up with what's happening in Oak Park, that shooting that took place at the Oak Park High School, which was crazy. So according to the AP report, that they had 2 students from Southfield and 1 from Redford, I believe, that were detained because of the shooting.
Mhm.
What is going on with these school shootings?
Whew.
Right.
As an educator,
Mm-hmm.
it's scary. Very scary because you don't know when it's coming.
Do you guys have metal detectors at your school?
Well, at my school we do.
Mhm.
But honestly, I still don't feel safe, even with the metal detectors.
Terrence,
Yeah.
how do you feel about guns being in school? Like, I know that they were talking about arming teachers and different things, and having like a group of folks that will have a gun that'll be able to help out in those situations. What do you feel about that?
It's a very unusual time.
Yeah.
How I feel about it, I think this nation, again, I say with your legislators, local governments are headed to a time where they're going to start allowing people to use some type of either retaliation or resistance. I see it. My wife and I, we work in the school district. And thank you. He compliments you before I say about what you do in the school. He thinks you're amazing.
Oh, why? Thank you.
I hear a lot of great conversations.
That's
about
Ding,
it.
Dr. Pryor.
Yeah.
Dr. Pryor.
Yeah. He really does.
Thank you. I appreciate that, little brother.
Yeah, he believes you're one of the greatest educators. I think it's going to change. I think we're going to see a lot out of it coming down legislatively. I
Well,
hate to say it, but
that's true. And speaking of
guess.
legislator,
Yeah.
finally that the House of Representatives have a speaker.
After what, 15 votes?
15. That is crazy. Like, this is the first.
If somebody votes against you 15 times, that means they don't want you. Just stop. Give it up.
And let me tell you this, because that Matt Gate, I swear, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was just holding off. I saw him on the video. He was sitting back, and Kevin McCarthy walked up the aisle because I believe that Matt Gate voted present.
Yep.
And called the another delay on the for the vote on the House floor.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Yep.
And just to think that somebody even nominated Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Girl, like, really, we just had him as a president on the last cycle. We really want him to be the speaker. I don't, you know what? And you know, and it's not all about politics, but I think that Donald Trump would think that position is beneath him. So I don't even think if they would have nominated him, he would have accepted that.
Lord have mercy.
Because the Speaker of the House is like third in command.
Yes.
So no.
But the thing about it is these people that are still our political leaders are still trying to put him in front of us.
True.
That's a lot to think about.
They base it so small
that
though.
You have that much
that clout.
Yeah, well, that you think of him that much too. I mean, he's not even our president anymore, but still want him to. Right, he's still significant or plays that big role in their lives that they would nominate him in something that he really has nothing to do with right now.
Girl, did you see that Marjorie Taylor Greene, after Kevin got the speakership, how she ran down the aisle just to take a selfie with him? The first picture. And then I believe, because I saw it on CNN, shout out to CNN, but
Barack Obama back.
the photographers took a picture and it had her phone showing and it had the initials DT, which was Donald Trump on the phone. So I was kind of like, wow, okay, dear, you better be talking to Donald Trump while your boy getting elected as speaker.
Wow.
And it's so important that we really start grooming people now to get into some of these, what we call not only positions for our schools. It's such a need. A lot of times we don't think about it. We never talk about it.
Right.
But I think, again, and sometimes I do blame ministries for that because they don't groom because they're so afraid of saying it's politics. But wasn't Joseph an administrator?
Right.
You got to preach.
Come on.
Solomon was very wise.
I got my communion.
You got your communion.
Jesus said, render respect what is due respect. There were many people Paul had talked to, had a dialogue with.
True.
It wasn't that it was a conversation.
Right.
And I think what happens is we don't have healthy conversations anymore about either grooming. And this is where your fields come in very important of getting people to learn how to dialogue, how to talk, how to discern, how to detect.
Right.
And that's a major issue.
Right. And that's something that's really missing now.
It is missing.
They don't know how to talk and communicate. They want to just go, they want to fight.
Yeah.
That's how they want to solve all the problems. Yeah. And it's not just the kids in these environments, the adults too. Some adults that I've worked with have
well, no shade, but when you have young adults having babies, I mean, they haven't even had enough time to even get themselves together. You know what I mean?
Well, they don't look at their history. I mean, I had a chance to work in historic preservation for 15 years.
Yes, you did.
And the thing about it is we appreciate what the civil rights movement, but we don't talk about Richard Allen and his movement. What he did, amazing things when people disagreed with how he looked at, faith, how he looked at life, family, community. And that's so important that we have a real discussion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think, but there needs to be some serious dialogue, and you can be fun about it. I don't think we make these things fun. We don't make dialogue fun anymore.
Right.
No.
We don't make education look fun anymore, but it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They look at educators as babysitters, but
Well, that's because all we do is teach to a test.
Yeah.
It's no fun in it anymore.
Yeah.
You teach to a test.
Yeah.
And the test is biased. The test isn't even for us. So.
Yeah. But the little black kids in the hood know about a meadow and a spring and a brook. but that's
Yeah.
on another note. What I do
Hold
want to
on,
get
hold on.
one
I
more.
kind of feel like
one
I
more
don't even know
political-
nothing about a spring, a meadow, and a
I
brook.
hear this. Yeah, this.
One more
Yeah.
political shout out to Debbie Stabenow. You know,
Yes.
she announced that this is going to be her last term.
I'm so sad.
Yeah.
Debbie is our girl, though.
She is.
We love her here in Michigan.
Yep.
But
Yep,
we,
she
we
does a
need
lot
to
of good
groom-
work.
Yep, we need to groom a minority. You have to. We have to start, and I understand that, but we have to start looking at somebody. And I think people got to come together, educators, leaders. You've got to start putting somebody, out
Mhm.
there
Mhm.
now. And
That's
I think
true.
I think if we all stick with it, we ain't gonna always agree on things. We can find a viable candidate, a person of color that could
And,
really move for that.
We
Yeah.
might be putting you on.
Oh no,
Keep
no,
talking.
no.
Keep talking.
Oh no.
Listen, we have tried. We have tried.
No.
We have tried.
No.
He would be really good. And plus,
No.
and I think we'll get into that a little bit so that the people can know that you have worked with presidents. You've worked
Yeah.
on the national
I was-
conservationist
yes,
projects and
yes.
stuff there in DC.
I'm on a sabbatical now.
And also you were the chaplain for what?
Democrats and Republicans
Yeah.
on the national level.
Mhm.
I got
See?
assigned to the Republicans.
Grooming.
But
What did you say about
but my voter
grooming?
registration is
Mhm.
non-party. Yeah. But it was a really good experience.
Mhm.
I really the people don't believe this, but some of the real power that is in what we call our elected realm, or we
Right.
talked about the government, is your lobbyists.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
and if you talk to the right lobbyists and the people, there's a lot of things that you can get across because they have the ear of a lot of those people.
Mhm.
Just
And that's so true. So the
Yeah.
Governor Whitmore just had an
Yeah.
event at the governor's mansion. I believe it was a week ago, and finally, in a long time, that the Democrats hold both. What is that?
Yep.
The
Chambers.
both chambers.
Mhm.
And so hopefully we can get a lot more legislation taken.
Oh, they will.
Yeah.
They will.
Mhm. And then speaking of lobbyists, because you had what was that not Planet, but Planhood.
Yeah.
Planned Parenthood.
Did you
It's
say
what-
Plant?
Planned Parenthood.
Planet Rock.
Yeah.
Planet
Don't stop.
Rock. Don't stop. Something like that. No,
Planned
not-
Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood. Let me get it right, because I don't want nobody inboxing me like, sir,
Mhm.
hey, all I know is that they do a lot of lobbying and they helped a lot of women for the state of Michigan to be able to get those services that they need.
Mhm. Exactly.
And that's another conversation that we got to
Whew.
get. There's got to be real conversations, even
Yes.
from people of faith. They
True.
may not agree with people's choices, but I think Mr. Burns, my brother, said a good point.
Mhm.
Whatever the choices people make, you have to accept that their choice.
Yes.
Mhm.
We're living in reality here.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Did you guys see clips of the fight with my boy
No.
Tank?
From last night?
Woo, yes.
What fight?
Javante Davis, and it was Luis Garcia. So it was a big fight yesterday that everybody was watching. I was able to take a couple of glimpses of it that Javante actually won on a technical knockout. And then that dang on Meek Mills, Erica, arguing in the
Mills,
stand like he was really like arguing. Like
About
being
what?
Meek Mills, whatever
missed
it
all that.
was. I guess it was something about somebody was arguing with him that the fight was going to take 12 rounds, and he was like, no, and then just got amped up.
Oh, that was because he had put some money on
Right.
it.
But he had to do something. He had to,
His purse.
his-
he was trying to put
he was
some
trying to
money on
secure
it.
the purse.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. So we are going to do the introduction. I am so glad that Terrence is here. Like we said earlier, that he is going to give us a new year inspirational message. It's not going to be all churchy. It's going to be a conversation. And you cannot steal my 2023 from me.
Mm-mm.
What
No.
God has for me.
Liberty and Jubilee for 23.
I love
That's
that.
what Pastor Plan said at Liberty Temple.
That was in Benton Harbor.
No, that was on 6 Mile of Greenfield at my church.
Well, I'm going to say 2023 is for me.
I love that.
with Liberty and Jubilee.
Oh, that sounds like a we could put that on a shirt.
You hear that, Pastor Tony? Gonna make you a shirt.
We got to hurry up and copyright that so he won't try to get some money from us. So we have to put money in the coffers of the church. Pastor Burns, could you tell us a little bit more about your bio, your background, because it is so interesting. I want folks to
Well,
really know you.
I'm a native here of Flint, Michigan. Was born in the Blizzard of '67. My mother, she is a Native American Choctaw tribe. My father is African American. As people know, it was
I'm
much
sorry,
different.
I'm feeling like Medea
It was
Jeep
much,
Jeep who got
it
the
was
keys to the
much
Jeep.
different back in the day, with that. But I have 5 brothers and sisters and brothers. I was born with a defect, not dyslexia, but it was a learning comprehension defect where I was reading certain things and I could not figure it out. My reading and comprehension level was at a 2nd to 4th grade, and that stayed for a long time. They did different testing. My father, he thought it was, I'm gonna be honest, the devil. And he said, I need to deliver your soul from hell. But at that time, it was all church. But through that, he said if he could change some things, he would have did that. All my other sisters and brothers graduated with honors. I had not only a low GPA, but still, even through college, eventually I signed up and joined the military, but still had that 2nd to 4th grade reading comprehension level.
Wow.
They did define it through different tests, but they really didn't understand why it was there. But through the grace of God, meeting some great educators through HBCUs in Delaware when I was working for, started off just doing casual seasonal work for the federal government. God had used people like Dr. Miles Monroe, Dr. Richard M. Avon, Bishop Foster, to work with me in kind of understanding clarity, how to bring these things together, what was causing it. It was prayer too, but a lot of work. They say faith without the works is dead.
Right.
Yep.
So through that and getting the extra tutoring, I was fortunate that every job I had, you had to have a bachelor's or master's. God allowed people in my life to help me so that I could catch on. I couldn't catch up, but I could catch on.
Right.
And work these jobs. But what I learned out of it is it's so important to want to be teachable. And when you allow certain things to distract you, or if you feel inadequate, it's nothing wrong to say, I can't do it.
That's true.
I can't pronounce it.
That's
I
true.
don't know it.
Right.
I hate
And
math.
yeah,
Me too. Unless it's money.
It was bad. I mean, but and there's articles and stuff to prove it, that I have been fortunate to work on some of the levels and capacities of government that I never thought that I would be. And that is pretty much the major point of my story, is you're looking at a product of a gentleman who knew he had a defect, but wasn't embarrassed of that defect. And I had to learn how to even think, how to distribute my words, how to distribute contact, how to use certain phrases, how to even as I'm talking now. So it took time, and still to this day, I'm not gonna lie, I still have to go through types of therapy and training to making sure that I'm staying on point of my topics, staying on point of my subjects. Thanks to you, when I came up here and was pastoring in Michigan, Antonio was very sometimes I like to say
they know I'm pushy.
Yeah, what? No, but people call
They do
it
know
criticism,
I'm pushy.
but I call it constructive comments.
Mm-hmm.
And he did some constructive comments, because anybody can criticize, but criticism sometimes doesn't always help. Sometimes I'll say this: can we say criticism is authorized or unauthorized? Well, we know in Constitution it's free of
Well,
speech.
let me bring this up, because I have a certification in project management, so they are very aware how pushy when it comes to projects that I am. I'm like,
I just say you're well organized.
Okay,
and better organized than me.
I'm gonna push it,
but I'm gonna call you pushy from now on.
I'm pushy. Push it.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, that was the song.
That was. But you know what, you guys, we are going to wrap up this first segment. For those that want to hear the rest of Pastor T on the second half, you got to tune in and into the show on next week. But for those that are watching us via Facebook and YouTube, you guys can just hang on and continue the show with us here in the studio. And so we thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you back on next week.
Happy New Year, Gilkey.
Happy New Year, Toria. That's our co-worker from Allen Academy.
Peace.
All right, so I'll just play that little intro.
Misty's enjoying this with you all. She's well, every party I put on, she loves it.
And we're back here with Detroit Key Club. We got Pastor Terrence Byrne in his house. He is going to give us a 2023 inspirational message. We had him on the last segment, which we had a good time. And
Yes.
Pastor T, and let me introduce my lovely co-host here, Erica and Tasha, Dr. P.
Hey, how's everybody? Happy New Year.
And these are
Again.
founders of Detroit Key Club.
DKC.
And we here. I love you so much.
I love you too.
I don't know what I would do without these ladies.
And what would we do without you?
I can think of 100 things.
Oh, wow.
You already said I was organized.
I know.
Who's gonna keep you straight, Dr. P?
You?
Me?
Well, yeah, she does.
Yeah.
I've been keeping
Erica-
her straight for a long time.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what, 2005?
You guys, let me
2005.
tell you, Erica
Yeah.
would have a calendar on the dashboard of her car.
Oh, so they say she doesn't have it with her now?
I don't.
She
But I
stay,
usually do.
she stay booked and busy.
Oh, speaking of calendars, Alexis Hull, you can find her on Facebook.
Mm.
She did a segment on Channel 4 Live in the D for
Mhm.
her Plan Her. She's got a planner, organizer, and everything for the year. Shout out to my BFF Carletta Counts. You know, Ben Harbor, born and
Hey.
raised, same day. That's my birthday twin.
BH.
But that's her daughter who has this new planner. So
Mhm.
I'll put a link to her segment from Live in the D.
Okay.
She was on there on Thursday or Friday this past week, and I ordered my Plan Her, and I can't wait to get it because I want to be like my sissy and write stuff down and plan it so I won't forget because you know I've got CRS.
I'm gonna need her to get a part 2 for Plan Him.
Oh, Plan Him. Okay, Alexis.
We need a Plan Him.
All right.
I'm tired of just the women getting all the good stuff. You know,
Did you hear that?
Plan Him, Alexis.
I'll be giving you a call, Alexis, for a Plan Him. Tony wants one.
Yeah, I do want one,
All right.
and I'll use it too.
I know you will.
I'm pretty good at that stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna let Erica teach us how to plan our lives.
Hi, Missy. Thank you for
Missy.
joining us.
Hey, Missy Martin and
I
Taria
heard
B.
everything went good last night. I was being the apprentice yesterday, helping Anthony work, so I missed the soft opening. I was tired.
I
so
told Missy that I'm gonna bring her on the
I'll
show.
be there next time.
I gotta check her calendar and see when we can book her for the show. I'd love to bring her in the studio.
All right, cool. So she needs to plan her also, huh?
Yeah, make sure you get a book for her so she can have that,
All right.
and we'll be
I
able to
sure
present it here
will.
in the studio. Also, I want to let everybody know that Detroit Key Club will be in Jamaica this year in August,
Jamaica on.
the 24th to the 28th, staying at the lovely at
Bahia
Principe
Yes.
Jamaican Resort.
I'll be back at work, so I'll be there in spirit.
All exclusive or all inclusive,
Mm-hmm.
adult only.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that I will be there. Obviously, I'll be there. And so you guys will be able to come party with me. So if you are interested in that, make sure that you visit our website at DetroitKeyClub.com under the VIP travel section. And then you'll have the information for us to deposit and all that there.
Right, but not only do we book Jamaica, we book anywhere you want to go. So you can always reach out to myself or Tony if you want to book a trip, DKC Travel or TRP Travel Services.
That's true. And Tasha, you know, I am your, what did you say that you were to Anthony? Apprentice. I am Tasha's apprentice, Erica, when it comes to the travel.
Yes, I'll teach
And
him
I'm-
everything he needs to know.
And I'm loving it. So I've been doing some bookings and actually getting a little few dollars here and there on the commission tip.
Yes, he got his first commission. And I know that because I got a little piece of it. Thank you.
Okay. So anybody that's out there that's looking or maybe interested in it says that the mic is muted. What's up with that? Oh, okay. Anybody that is interested in becoming a travel agent, please get in contact with us at info@DetroitKeyClub.com so you can join in on the fun, especially for those individuals that love to travel.
Right.
And-
Great deals,
Mhm.
discounts for agents. The more you book with certain vendors, you get points, you get free stays. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time because I worked for AAA for a few years and just kind of continued on with it afterwards. But now that I have basically my own travel agency, I've learned a lot more, and I'm able to from my upline, the two people, Nina and Tracy, that assist me, I'm able to assist more agents that are under me with building their brand and sending people on some fabulous vacations. Shout out to my niece and nephew that's on vacation right now in Punta Cana. They've already called me today, like we're ready to book our next trip. So shout out to Ken and Dominique. I will definitely hook you up this evening when I get home.
That's okay. We'll be there at the end of this year for my birthday.
Yeah,
so it's all right.
We're going to Cancun. In
you said Cancun?
Yep.
Not Punta Cana?
No.
Cancun?
We're doing Cancun.
Hopefully I don't come up missing.
You won't, because we won't let you leave. You know, you got to stay on resort.
If they take you, they gonna bring you back.
You know, I got too much mouth, and they'll be like, you know what? Send him back to Detroit.
Send him back.
Send him back.
Where we get him from?
Okay, and make sure that you put one of them child leashes on me, so I won't go. I won't.
We gonna put a lost and found tag on you. Return to Erica or Tasha.
Missy, I'm gonna definitely give you that information for the Punta Cana trip and the Jamaica trip. You definitely got to come out.
Missy, Cancun.
I keep putting that plug in.
I know. My mama used to always tell me when I would tell her, I'm going to run away. She was like, well, they're going to bring you right back anyway, because ain't nobody going to put up with you like I do. So same thing to you, Tony. Ain't nobody going to put up with you. But us. So, yeah.
All right. So I'm going to bring this up. So Pastor T, so we was in Jamaica.
Bring it up. I need to hear these stories.
Lord.
The doctor.
So Dr. Pryor and I got to make sure. Oh, we don't have to upload that video. So we went on a little excursion to go shopping, and we went off the beaten path. So the place that we went shopping is like in the alley areas in Jamaica, whatnot. It's
Shout out to Gary in Montego Bay. He's always our tour guide. And I've sent so many people to him.
Hey, why I have his number on speed dial on WhatsApp?
See.
So anyway, we
just get that jerk chicken off the side of the road again.
It was too hot.
It was delicious.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was too hot. I needed some milk.
Hey, Keisha.
So we goes in the back, and I'm crying because it was so dark. It was the daytime, but the alley was dark. So we're shopping, and I said Tasha one time. I said Tasha one time. Then everybody and their mama in that alley was like
they were coming out of the woodwork calling me like they had been knowing me all my life.
And Tasha kept looking around like, who? Y'all know me? Come to my shop. Come to my shop. Come to my shop.
I was scared.
And you got to tell them about that outfit.
But I wanted those shorts. I really wanted those blue jean shorts. And the lady said, turn around, my sister. Turn around. No, your booty too big for my shorts. I said, well, excuse me.
Oh my God. I almost
you was
died.
just mad because you done had this big booty.
Maybe one of your cheeks.
I told her that's why I ain't gonna buy nothing else now. I wanted them shorts.
You should have still got them. You should have got two of them though.
And what, sold them together, nigga? Whatever.
Tasha got a booty now, so she need a little extra room.
Now it's always been there. What you talking about?
I thought this was about DKC.
It is, but you know, ain't nothing wrong with a little COVID weight. You know, it's all right.
No, I'm gonna get rid of this COVID weight.
Look thick.
Ruin.
You better get in contact.
Hi, Keisha. My best friend is on, y'all.
Oh, Kiki. She should be here in the studio.
Yeah, she can come next time.
All right,
live audience.
We got to get back into this show.
Yeah,
we got T over here. He's just laughing at us like we're a bunch of bandits. All right, so let's get into this because I need an inspirational message for 2023 since I missed church this morning.
Me too.
Oh my God.
I was there. Look, like you said, your brother was there in spirit, so was I.
I've been doing bedside service though.
No, you got to get up.
Shout out to the YouTube church.
Right, and Facebook. Because
Girl,
Liberty Temple was live every but I did listen to my cousin Ronald Dyson out of Benton Harbor. I did attend Facebook church with him this morning. And then shout out to my family and keep us in prayer because his mom passed this week. So we're gonna
stop saying shout out. We're gonna stop saying shout out because now I'm feeling like we said that too much. Because I'm gonna say shout out to Detroit Key Club.
Well, yeah, my cousin Ronald Dyson, dynamic preacher in Benton Harbor.
What kind of preaching he do? Because I only like the hoop and hollering.
Oh, he's a hoop and hollering preacher sometimes.
I don't like inspirational speakers.
But you just
But you
called
have
Pastor
a
Tia.
inspiration.
No, my pastor jumps pews.
Oh well, my
Oh.
pastor stand on the pews too. Oh, so you my kind
My
of
wife is.
pastor.
Let me tell you, Terrence will do backflips from the pew to
From-
the door.
Where this
He is
church at?
very
I need to
athletic.
come visit. Y'all
Don't
service
have
after
no
10.
chandeliers.
Uh-oh.
And he can play the organ, he can play the drums. He'll give it to you any which way. Like he can give you Joe Osteen or get it to you like G.E. Patterson. Which one you want?
Some TD Jakes too.
You know, TD Jakes
some
is
sap and some Hammond. He got it all.
TD Jakes been hanging with Oprah too much, so he kind of got that.
Uh-oh.
He's starting to be a televangelist too.
Woo.
So I don't know.
Shade.
No shade. Oprah, please don't have your people
I ain't
trying to
talking about
inbox me.
Oprah.
I love Oprah.
I do too.
We wasn't
I was
talking about her. We're
the
talking about
shade.
TD
I know
Jakes.
the shade you was giving.
The woman that are loose.
You know what? What's our inspirational message?
We're gonna let Dr. Pryor. I think she'd make a great pastor.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe a missionary.
I got some work. Ooh, he's
Tasha,
still
you hear me?
working on me.
Look.
Oh, Jesus, he's still working on me.
Erica. Erica. What Fred? Maybe a missionary.
No, Erica's gonna be the assistant pastor. Oh yeah.
I told Fred yesterday.
No,
he keep coming to church with
I
me. He's
cuss
gonna be
too
on the
much.
usher board.
Girl, they're gonna be bleep.
Wait a minute. The
bleep,
Bible
bleep,
said
bleep.
laughter is like a medicine. So
Right.
Because I can't cuss at work, so I cuss too much.
Yeah, she's a
weekend.
cussing Catholic.
you can be angry. Not
Not a cussing Catholic.
It's okay to be angry. We all get angry.
How many Hail Marys I'm gonna have to?
Full of grace.
But you know what? I've been really good. You know, I haven't said one cuss word.
Good.
You have. I am so
know, I'm
proud
so
of you.
proud.
You're
Oh.
growing.
It's our company.
Yeah, I think it's our company.
Oh, my
no.
pastor know I'm a heathen.
Oh, okay.
I enjoy the
I'm not one of those fake church members that try to act holy and thou on Sunday,
neither.
and then on Monday they popping it at the club like it's
Sunday night. What you mean Monday?
Oh,
We used to go to
$2 Tuesday, Warfare
right.
Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday. Don't get no ideas, Erica.
You stupid.
Anyway,
You saw that brain working,
no,
didn't you?
no.
What's Welfare Wednesday? I never heard of that one.
That's
Yeah.
when it's half off at the door, free for ladies, and
That's new.
dollar beer. Well, inflation, $2.50 beer.
You learn something new every day.
See, that's back in the days. And
I'm
look
older than you talking about back in the day.
Missy over there laughing because they know I like to party. Everybody knows I love to party. I love to see people have a good time.
True.
I'm just a people person. I like to be in the midst.
You seen that
in
movie,
the midst of
you
it
seen
all.
That movie, Thank God It's
Shout
Friday.
out to Yolanda Adams.
And you seen that movie, Thank God It's Friday. That's kind of part of you, you know.
No, I'm more like the Friday After Next.
Friday at the next.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not. What, Erica?
I don't know. I can't say anything. I'm probably worse than you.
She the Friday after the next Friday.
Yeah.
Hit me on the Friday after next when I get paid. Then we can hang out there.
Y'all
All right.
know where I be at home on the couch.
Tasha,
Looking at
that's
y'all
what
on Facebook.
Hold on, that's
See,
what
I
you
did
say.
all this. I did all the stuff that y'all. I'm older than y'all.
But I peruse your page though. You be out. You just don't tell me, Erica. But it's
Okay.
okay. No
Whatever.
shade. You just said you and Fred go out all the time.
Yeah, to the flea market.
That's
No,
what,
just playing.
Erica, that's what we calling it these days, the flea market. Girl, it's hard to get rid of fleas, so I can't go.
You know what?
What?
You better stop it.
I know before I get in trouble. I love
Okay.
you, Fred.
Do you all have New Year's resolutions?
No. I don't do that.
Me neither.
Most people fail their resolution in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
How do I know? Because I was at the gym. Okay, I went back to the gym. After Christmas, it was packed.
Went back to the gym.
And then when I went this morning, it was empty. So
it only took a week.
And you know that summer bodies are built in the winter. And so they'll come in there for a couple of weeks and get and feel like they got it all together.
Were you at Planet Fitness?
LA Fitness right at Auto Drive in Southfield and Allen Park.
Because I thought maybe they used that $10, that first month.
How many people you know that got that $10 taken out of their account all the time and never goes?
And never went.
They making a lot of money.
It's some people in here raising their hand. Yeah.
Erica, that's $120 a month.
I know, and I pay it faithfully for like the last 5 years. And
Girl,
I think in 5 years I may have been 5 times.
You need a refund.
That's your chapter dues.
I know. It's sad. It's so sad.
You're
It
there.
is.
You're there in
Terrence is
spirit.
over-
I'm there in
Hey,
spirit.
you
My
guys-
spirit works out every single day.
For those of you that are listening in on the podcast, we got Terrence sitting right across from me, and he is cracking
I
up
love it. Though.
like he cannot constrain himself, like restrain
You
himself.
told me they were fun. And they are, yeah.
He is having a ball.
It's the Leo.
I told you it was
in
going to be a hot mess, though. Didn't I tell him it was going to be a hot mess?
me. I mean,
I
we're
love
not
it.
too much of a hot mess.
No, until we get that look.
We're not
That
cursing
liquor.
like we
Mhm.
normally do, so we're being good today.
Is it first Sunday?
No, that was last week.
Okay, my first Sunday started today.
Lord. Will y'all come and get my little brother?
Miss,
They tripping.
do this in the remembrance of me.
You know what?
He said every time you sip of that cup and drink of the wine.
Lord,
Oh,
I'm gonna pray for
Listen,
her.
I'm gonna have so many people that's gonna inbox me. I'm getting in trouble.
Yep. I'm gonna pray for him, y'all.
The views are
Put-
the
keep
views
DKC
and
on your
opinions of this show does not reflect
Right. Keep-
certain individuals.
Right. Keep DKC in your prayers.
Okay.
Oh, man, it's funny.
All right. Let me get
So
back.
no
Now-
resolutions.
nope.
We're having our inspirational message from Pastor T. I'm trying to keep us
Okay,
on track.
everybody get
No.
it
I got
together.
I got
Get
the
it together.
gigglies. I got the gigglies.
No, be yourself. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm not gonna lie. When y'all around me, I let all y'all just be yourself.
Yes.
It's just-
Right. That's all
yeah.
you can be. You
Yeah.
can't be anybody but yourself. And I think I put on Facebook one day this week as one of my tips.
Mm-hmm.
Always be your best self. When you show up, you don't have to be anybody else. Just be you.
This is my last church joke. I just pulled out me a church. All right, so I just pulled out a church napkin out of my my pocket,
Ugh,
and I because I'm crying.
you got it. You want me to take us? And you want me to sing a solo?
Nope, I got my nurse aide over here. She's gonna bring me some
She gonna
water.
bring you some water and put that towel around your neck.
Put
when
that
you
towel around
finish.
my neck.
Oh, man.
All right. Oh my God, we're so bad.
Lord.
I cannot deal with
Okay,
this.
I'm done.
I love it. I love it.
I ain't playing with you no more.
Erica, just slap me because I can't no more.
I love it.
Don't tell me.
All
that.
y'all podcasts are great. I'm telling you, y'all keep me laughing. I'm
Man,
telling you.
We're
it's
trying
just
to
like
keep
a
it together.
Keisha said you are a blessing.
Keisha, come and
Girl-
get him.
girl. I'm gonna need you to take my name
Oh,
off
Keisha,
that.
come get
Come
him.
Keisha, come get him.
See, I just like to say
I'm
the
gonna just
stuff
duck
that
when we
people
go outside and that lightning bolt come from the sky.
see.
You
the-
walk out first.
Listen, I like to say the things that people want to say but are afraid to say it.
Yeah, you're right.
True.
And
Because
they're
we all
innocent.
think it,
Right,
we just don't say it.
right. And nothing
Mhm.
happens to you when you say it, so they should try it sometime.
Don't you open that Pandora box because people will start saying some things
I
they
mean, I'm
shouldn't
just
say.
saying, you know,
Okay.
you got to be you. And I mean, why be somebody that you're not when you're indifferent? Be you all the time. That's the only person that I can be.
My grandma
That's
always
me.
say, "Be modest and decent and in order."
Right.
Okay, so don't be yourself because yourself may not be what everybody want to see.
But that's
That's the same as come as you are. Yeah, you can come in the church house with some stripper outfit
Oh.
if you want to.
nah, that ain't as job.
Okay, no, that's not gonna happen at all. All right. I need a message.
No,
Right.
that-
Can
Missy,
you
get
act
your-
right?
Missy, come get
Act
your
right.
best friend. Come get your best friend,
Oh, I
Missy.
cannot.
Because he is
All right,
on
Pastor
one.
T, come on, because
Oh,
I know we
love
got
it.
people
She
on there.
said y'all all in one.
So y'all on one. Missy, that's Tony. You already
Somebody
know.
said, "Don't test it."
My best friend, she know I'm a hot mess. She already knows. She already knew. I'm a hot mess.
That's okay. Y'all know that TikTok where they were dancing and they slapping people. I'm gonna slap them in a minute.
Girl,
Yeah,
you
play
better.
some music.
Oh, hey, David. David, yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right, come on, Pastor
Gonna
T.
get it
Let's get it.
All right, okay. Hey, I'm having a lot of fun here. I just want to encourage you on some realistic, and I only have one verse that I'm going to, and this is in Romans 15.
Wait a minute. Let me get my.
Hold on, let me send me some
Bible
communion
app
juice.
open.
15 and 4.
Let me get my Bible app
I'm a
open.
coffee drinker, so
Alexa, play. Oh,
You finna get us some.
You said
choir
Romans
going.
what?
You
Romans
finna get the choir and the
15
organ going.
and 4.
Romans 15 and
I was
4.
about to say.
I did
Alexa,
do a good
Romans
deed today.
15
I
and
mean,
4.
there was a church that needed a musician today, so I decided to, today, as I
Okay.
said, volunteer to help out.
I hope they paid you.
Huh?
He
They gave me
said
a
he
love gift.
volunteered.
They gave me a good love.
They gave him a love offering.
But like I
That's
said,
pay.
I know, but he volunteered, so he didn't ask for pay. They offered.
All right, I'm shutting up.
Right.
But it was fun today. It was fun. So I picked this one. Everybody knows Paul interacted a lot with Rome. Can I just be realistic?
Yes.
You know, this is not a, but he interacted a lot with the people of Rome. As you know, he also was a Roman citizen. Paul was a very educated man, though he knew the Jewish law, he knew his heritage, but he was very educated. So as he gave this, he said, I look at this one verse, in verse 4 says, whatsoever was written. Let me just put that in the
Are you reading from the King James
I'm gonna
version?
do it from the King James
Okay.
version.
I'm in an amplified.
We can do amplified is good too. Every amplified is good.
It sounds like I'm educated.
Let me download that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amplified is even better. I think the interpretation is better. But in the 4th verse says, whatsoever things were written aforetime, meaning before time or in past, were written for our learning, that through patience and comfort of the scriptures we might have hope. Okay. I took this and I'm just going to use just as you can fit, and it can even come in a discussion as well.
Mhm.
I said when things are messages, anybody can come and have a conversation and dialogue. Turning and learning and turning.
Let me put that in my notes.
Turning and learning and turning. I picked this because I'm around phenomenal leaders. This great quorum of successful business entrepreneurs and educators. But one of the things I was impressed when I first met y'all and came into even one of your events is how skillfully and strategic you all put things together, and how the audience that even you attracted was people of professionalism, working class, laborers. It was just phenomenal to see. And this is why I said turning and learning, because we've been in COVID where it's been like a confinement. And we know the word confined also means when you're restricted. I put down just a few notes, or to keep within a certain perimeter, a certain area, be surrounded. But I think the thing is, during the COVID, we've kind of restricted ourselves from growing from an educational perspective. We restricted ourselves from growing about things about life. And we sometimes don't allow ourselves as a time for learning. I mean, I understand a lot of people tried to figure out from a health perspective. We tried to figure it out from a spiritual or revelation, but did really anybody take time to really improve the way they look at things in life? Going back and just rehearsing the things that you've acquired from the past or you were taught. Because throughout the Bible, you will always find that the Bible does talk about learning. It does talk about Proverbs. He said, the fear of the Lord is beginning to wisdom, but a fool will despise wisdom and instruction.
Right.
So Paul was really trying to get them to see that, you know, these things and all this information that was put together in the past was put together for a specific purpose, because there were going to be times like the COVID. There was going to be times where you're faced with new jobs, new promotions, things you were dealing in your community that we really didn't have a handle on really comprehending. Because remember, understanding and knowledge are two different things.
Right.
Understanding is to comprehend what you have acquired, and knowledge is to be aware of what you have comprehended. Because understanding, if you really look at it, is the word under means beneath or below. Something has to lodge within the surface, what we call the brain, or what you retain.
Right.
And then you become aware of what it is and what it can do, or what we say, or the being conscious to it. When we say something that's conscious is alive, how does it work? How does it function? So many times we, like as I said earlier, we look at education not being appealing or not being something that we want to get into. So very briefly, I started off with turning and learning, turning, because the word, first of all, to turn is to move in a certain direction. Is to move in a specific way or move into another direction. I won't get into all of it, but it also talks about the route or the path. It also means to move and change from one position to another, even to bend, even to unfold. When is the last time you can say that I unfolded myself?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you think about something that is turning and then it pivots to another direction, it goes into motion in order to get set.
Right.
And sometimes we don't put ourselves in a place where we're getting set. Now we're coming where the COVID is, some of the things are still here, but what are we getting set to? Well, I think one of the things we need to really get set to is putting ourselves in a position to gain information or find where the information can be accessed. We got internet, we got that, but I'm talking about the information of having, like you said, some specific conversations. Paul was trying to get them to see that the things that are written for our learning was written for you to be informed. Okay, so I'm going to go back here, and I'm just going to pivot around a little bit. When something is informed, you are what we call, you are gaining specifics, you're gaining details, you're gaining data, you're gaining something that needs to be retained, because all of it leads back to one word when we say that being informed is education and educated. Turning and learning is the way you learn is you must have something to provide you with a structure or a transcript. Even with Moses, he had to be provided with the commandments, the do's and don'ts, in order to keep him what we call on a path or keep him on a course. And a lot of times we look at the word education, especially in ministry, and we get afraid.
Right.
It's not only just because how can you really comprehend or how can you really be aware of the Bible if you're not reading right? Just like I told you about my defect. I had to learn how to pronunciate words, even from different manuscripts. I had to even learn, especially a job. So the point is I had to move myself into a direction in order to learn and learning, to be better. And that's what I said. I think the purpose is that we've got to know that there is time for much moving and improvement in our lives. And that comes from the turning phase. But when I say the learning part of it, the purpose of learning is learning will help lead us into better. Learning will help lead us into things that are exciting.
Sure.
Learning will help lead us into success. When the word learn it means to gain or obtain the knowledge and skills, or we say the knowledge, what we call not only that, just the certain skills, but the experience. Because when you have that experience, the good thing about experience is it brings more expertise. I mean, I know all of us don't have the same ability, but I want to be an expert at something. Even if I'm an expert at just encouraging you today and saying hi, or I can support you today, I feel good about that. So when we say that turning, it is time for us really to get into a place where we get into position to gain or obtain some skills in order to perform progressively, or in order to perform with having progress, improve our performance, production, and productivity. That's another whole nother subject.
That's a whole nother. We're gonna bring you back on that one.
We're gonna change your thing to turn me in 2023.
Well, look, turn me. Look at it.
Let me sip
give
my
it a toast.
communion juice.
So I said that when you ask yourself, turning and learning and learning and turning, is that one of the important things that feedback is that why we turn and learn is because what it does, it gains me traction. Because when I become trained into something that I may need improvement on, and let me say this, a lot of us, training is good at all times. I love getting trained, no matter if it's from the least or from the greatest, because what that does, that adds to my identity profile. You know why people are afraid when they turn in learning? Because it shows them where they really are at. Identity.
I'm sorry. I just keep thinking about that Bonnie Taylor song. Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit.
It does.
Okay. All right.
No, that's true.
But you're right, though.
But
I see what you're saying, though, about how, we talk about the direction that we're going in. But I've never really thought about, like you say, you put that action to with that turn, like when you always say, oh, I chose to go left or right, what path did you take in your life? So it makes a lot of sense with that turn, because if you didn't take that extra step, where would you end up? Where would you be? What path would you be on? Where would you be in a lot of life decisions that you make?
Right.
as far as your career, your children, your spouse or your mate, your partner, what have you, just everyday things. So yeah, that I never really thought about it that way. And pastors always say, turn to your neighbor. So hey,
And so
there's action in it.
And I'm thinking about that too. So for the when we were talking about the New Year's resolution, it's not the resolution, but it's the process and the turn.
Yep.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Not where do you see yourself, but where do you want to go?
Right,
Because
that
we see
action.
ourselves at a lot of places, but that we miss out on the process of making the turns.
That's right. It's and this is where it's so important, as I was saying earlier, and you're absolutely right. The comments are absolutely on point. We don't allow ourselves, because what learning and learning turning does, it helps us identify, again, our identity, but the strengths and weaknesses or the vulnerabilities. It's like you have communities, we call them at-risk communities. Why don't we say they're vulnerable to be at risk?
True.
Because
we're always saying that they're at risk. Okay, if they're at risk, can't we provide some type of resistance? Or we look at words prevention and intervention. Learning and turning, what it does is it's also a step of a different type of intervention. It's another type of prevention, meaning I'm including data in order for you to grow, or to you to think of yourself as unique. I always tell people, you may look weak to some, but you're unique. I may be weak to the eye of somebody, but I know I'm unique, because I know in me is learning. I know in me that I have acquired something to give me to go on. The reason why I say all that to say this is that I believe that all of us have been chosen to lead.
Right.
To an extent. We've all been chosen to lead somebody, or lead groups, or lead an idea, or lead a concept. If you notice that when God ever dealt with man, and what was in his mind, he deposited, people call it download, but like I say, he deposited, but it came from he deposited, because you know this to be true. Romans 11:29 says the gifts and callings without reproach. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you made, how many times you've been through things. I will say it. People condemned me because I was married and divorced. Okay. It hurt. Yes, I understood some of the traditions, some of the things. They said you couldn't do this. I did have a son out of wedlock. I'm not ashamed of it. I love my son.
Me too. Yeah. I know exactly
what you know
on that one.
But I tell people, I learned how to develop to be a better father. And let me tell you what happened. It took strong women of culture to help encourage me how to raise my child. And he went on to Texas A&M with a BA in accounting.
You know what?
Think about that.
Let me know if you're free. I think we need to bring you back on the next show so that we can, because I know some people kind of want to know the rest of this story. And we're going to wrap this up on today. I appreciate you so much for being a guest here on our show at Detroit Key Club. Tasha and Erica, any last message you'd like to give to our lovely audience?
Well, don't forget to follow us on social media, IG Detroit_Key Club. And don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page.
And just a huge thank you to all of our friends, family, and then even strangers who follow us, who come to our events, and who continue to support us. And then, and we try to do all that we can as well to support a lot of different entrepreneurs and people that are in our circles as well. So are we doing any advertising or anything like that for? I know people can come to our web page and do advertisements for their businesses and get some tips. And and like you said, we definitely need Pastor T back.
Yeah, we got to bring you back
with us, because I was
we was getting into it.
I was getting ready.
She was holding her mule.
I was
okay.
Especially about that, like you said, about the single parenting thing.
Right.
Because growing up in church, I left and went away to college. Got pregnant. I had to hear a whole lot from a whole lot of people.
Don't go into too much, because we need that for the next show.
Ain't that crazy?
We're gonna say that for the next show.
My baby is in a good spot right now.
And let me tell you this,
very good spot.
To all of our listeners, if you would like to be a guest on our show, please contact us at info@detroitkeyclub.com. Remember to always check us out at www.detroitkeyclub.com for all events and other things. All right. We are signing off. I am Antonio Williams, one of your co-hosts on today's show with the lovely Erica and Tasha. Till next time.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Peace.